Hello everybody, this is Bloody Sword here yet again with another replay loss analysis type thing. Yesterday I played a bunch of ladder matches and I didn't really want to do regular standard play per se, so I just wanted to rush for Battlecruisers and that's pretty much what I did. Okay, so I think, was it all of these games? I'm not sure if it was all of these, but quite a few of them did not go too well for me. I don't know if I actually played with Battlecruisers on this map. I think I actually played standard this game, and then the rest I went for Battlecruiser. So, we're just going to take a look at the thought process behind what I was doing and the things that I tried to adjust as I wanted to work on my Battlecruiser play. So Battlecruisers, they're very strong units. They're good against things like Mutalisks, Marines, and a lot of other things actually. They're pretty strong units. It's just they're very slow and very immobile. They used to have that boosting ability, but they removed that in the beta, I believe. So it is going to be a TVZ on, I'm not sure what this is called. I think this one is actually called Frost, but I could be wrong. Going to just be speeding things up as we get this game underway. I don't actually have sounds enabled. Sounds are disabled. Maybe the sounds are just so low that I can't hear them. Okay, yeah, they were just a little bit very quiet. And so the drone picks off one of my SCVs. It's just bad micro by me. I don't know what he's doing at this point, and so I'm just going to be scouting around. Okay, so point out, mistake. I only need to scout out the natural expansion when I'm scouting for Zerg players, and that should be enough. When he goes for the Overlord, if he spawned in this position, he's probably going to throw the Overlord in this direction, and it should get here by around 3 minutes. Or 2 minutes, around the time my barracks finished, so I can pop around here, see if there's an Overlord, and then just go directly over here and whatnot. But anyway, that is just regular scouting mistakes by me. You would think I would learn after playing so many ladder games, but anyway. We are going to see what is going on. I want to check out the gas timing, especially for the Zerg player. So I'm going to get an SCV up. I see absolutely nothing, so I'm going to be happy with that. I didn't see any gas at all, so I really don't need to finish off this wall in very quickly, but I decide to anyway. So the earliest he can have his Zergling speed, I should say. So 2 minutes. I scouted it at like 5 minutes. Or when did I scout it? 5:30? 5:40? Okay, so yeah, I scouted it around 6 minutes. This takes around 2 minutes to complete, and it also takes quite a bit of time to actually gather that much gas. And building the extractor, maybe if he makes 2, it would take 30 seconds. Yeah, it's gonna be like 7 or 8 minutes at least until he has Zergling speed. So don't have to worry about that. So again, walling this off was definitely a mistake. I walled it off just because I wanted to, but poor place. So this game I wanted to go for Marines, and I wanted to just go for Marine Battlecruiser with maybe a couple of Widow Mines. And since I'm not going to have any medevacs because I'm going to be using the starport for Battlecruisers, I figured getting the upgrade for combat shields instead of the upgrade for Stimpack would probably be the better decision here. So here we go. And again, going to be going for the combat shields. Just going to be only using one starport for Battlecruisers. And so there's one Battlecruiser. I'm going to be getting up an expansion, and again, I have a lot. He scouts everything, he sees the Battlecruiser. Now, I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of like a rushing strat, so I figure I should probably go. Mistake number 1, I don't have any SCVs that I pulled to help the Battlecruiser and repair it and whatnot. Another issue that I have with this strategy is just large amounts of Zerglings and whatnot. And he pulled drones, so he killed off all of the Marines. I still have a Battlecruiser here, but this Spore Color is just going to do so much that I can't really do too much. A Zergling counterattack prevents my 3rd CC from going down. This was a mistake. It took me so long. I floated this all the way back, and then I didn't float it all the way back over here. possibly this base would have been safer as well. It's just quite a large rush or walk distance from here to, or from this place to here, compared to here to here. But if I position my units right here, it'll prevent him from flying directly into my base with Mutalisks as well. I think it's all about the positioning of my units right here. And so I'm down 2 battlecruisers, or I'm down a battlecruiser. I summoned down a couple of mules to repair this. I could have just selected some, but I think the battlecruiser was in a bad position before this. So I'm trying to eventually establish my 3rd base. I land it, I don't start a planetary, and he has a bunch of Mutalisks, and they're just going to fly in and kill it off. I try and stem it and call down a couple of mules, but it's not able to repair it. I didn't transfer any workers. I didn't build any whatever. And I have another base, but he kills it off again with a nice early counterattack. There's way too many Mutalisks here and not enough ways for me to deal with it. He's going to have Banelings, a lot of Banelings, and the only way to deal with all these Banelings is splitting. So I split, and I don't split very well. And the Mutalisks are going to clean up my battlecruisers. So there's not much else I could do. He was floating a bunch of minerals, but his multitasking was very good. I didn't properly spread out my units to protect the bases that I had, and positioning of my units was just very poor. And he counterattacked very well. So that was the first game. I figured that the first game that I played when I was doing this, a big mistake, and the first initial attack I had went pretty poorly because I didn't actually have any SCVs repairing it. So the second game is going to be a TVP. I think I tried to go for battlecruisers again, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not actually sure what happened this game, but it only lasted 8 minutes, so we're gonna find out. I'm pretty sure I lost like all games that I played when I was doing this strat. New strats are pretty hard to execute, and I just played the ranked ladder with this. Maybe not the best decision in the world, but I'm going to be scouting around. Oh, I remember what happened. Holy crap. Okay, so I go for this Reaper, and then I go for an expansion. I scout around. I see that he only has a couple of pylons in his base. Scout around. See only 2 pylons. It's kind of late, and then I know he's proxying something. So I know that he's proxying something. I finished this up. He's getting his Oracle out, and he's chrono boosting it. It's going to be in my base by like 5 minutes and 30 seconds, which is ridiculously fast. I don't have any way to deal with it. I build another barracks, I start my factory, but again, this thing is going to be in my base very, very quickly. I think it could actually come out a little bit faster, but man, this was just really well executed. And I only have 4 Marines to my name. So, okay. So there are 2 things that could happen when I go into his main base and scout what I did. Okay, so there were 2 gas, so he's doing something with high gas, and he's either going to be going for a Dark Templar rush, proxying the Twilight Council and the Dark Shrine. He could go for Blink Stalkers, which he can just, again, proxy the Twilight Council, and I won't know about it, or he can do a proxy Oracle. So proxy Stargate is a very, very common opener right now, and it's going to be the one that comes the fastest, I believe. So ways to deal with this is just bringing one. I know that my production wasn't that great, and I have a Widow Mind here, so I know that it's a Oracle now, so this bunker at my natural expansion isn't really going to be doing too much. The Oracle is going to do a lot of damage, and now I've just lost so much. So many things. If we look at the workers tab, yeah, I've lost 13 workers already to this one Oracle. And yes, okay, so I transfer everything to my natural expansion. The follow-up to a Stargate plate is either an expansion or normally a 3-gate. He went for the expansion, I didn't know about it. I have no way of actually scouting it either at this point. He has a probe randomly right here too. But things that I could have done differently in this game is just really positioning. Again, positioning of my units. I didn't need this bunker right here, and once I knew that it was going to be some sort of pressure, I didn't actually need to keep my command center and have all these workers right here. Well, I transferred them later, but still. if I just keep all my workers in my main base and just keep all my Marines up here, then there's really no need to worry. So, just bad game sense by me. I thought it might have been a 4-gate, so I placed the bunker right here, but this was a mistake. If I was going to make a bunker, I should have placed it close to my mineral line, and then just waited a little bit until I had a higher Marine count or something to actually deal with the Oracle. And with the mothership here, I really needed a bunker in here. There's no other way around it. It's either a bunker or getting a fast engineering bay and getting a missile turret. But even then, they could just scoot around the missile turret. So, hard to say which one is better. But I actually like getting more units to deal with the Oracle. So probably just getting more Marines at this point. So this game is pretty much over. I lost it. I know I lost this game. And it was just losing to bad scouting information. That was very poorly played by me. Coffee. So this is going to be the third game. Again, I'm going to be going for a battlecruiser rush. Last time I did it, I thought, okay, well, going off of 2 base, I could probably afford 2 starports worth of battlecruisers, and I also need to bring my SCVs to repair it. So that is what the strategy is going to be this time. Also, I believe that I went for Hellions this game, because I figured the first time that I did this strategy, there were a lot of Zerglings and I couldn't properly deal with them with the drone pull and the Zerglings. So I figured Hellions would be a good response to that. But unfortunately for me, he went for Roaches, and I didn't have anything but Hellions. So I go for this fast Reaper. I go into his main base, I scout what's up, I see no gas at all taken, and again I'm just going to be doing a little bit of cute micro with this Reaper. I try and kill a drone, I almost get it, but unfortunately not enough. Little bit of miss micro here. Getting up my third gas fairly quickly here. Fast. This was a mistake again, little gap right here. And not enough SCVs. I again go for these Hellions. I have the 2 Reapers out as well. So now I have a little bit of map control, and I'm going to just be denying the creep tumors. He can't really push out of his base, nor can he establish his third base until he actually makes something, so he's going to be going for Roaches, and a lot of Roaches at that. He probably could have actually maybe killed me with these Roaches. And, okay, I scouted the Roaches right now. What do? I make a battlecruiser, I make a supply block battlecruiser. And instead of making these 2 Hellions, I should definitely start Widow Mine production. Because this is way too many Roaches for me to deal with at this point, with just Hellions. And I don't have any Marauders in production as well. So, here's a battlecruiser, he sees everything again. He's going to be doing a contaminate on one of the starports. Luckily for me, it wasn't the one that was almost complete. There's a lot of Roaches here still. And I have some SCVs on repair mode. I deny some creep, but there's just way too much. And now he's going to be making Hydralisks as well. And with that, he's just going to be in such a good spot. He's double my supply in the units tab. He only has 60 drones, so it's not that bad. I have 3 battlecruisers still, but this one's going to be picked off. Does he have Roach speed or Hydralisk speed? But he has creep anyway, so I'm pretty sure he, with a little bit of micro, he could kill that off. Even going over these cliffs and whatnot, I'm pretty sure the battlecruiser won't get out. I do eventually start Widow Mine production, but I should have started it a little bit more quickly. I was floating 1k minerals as well. So what should I have been spending that on? Probably either more no, because factories cost too much gas, and then it'll just diminish the amount of battlecruisers that we get. Probably. So maybe more Marines and possibly Marauders. Especially since we saw him go for Roach Hydra, Marauders probably would have been a really good decision. So that was that game. Just things to learn. Properly adjust my strategy to the enemy's strategy a little bit quicker, like the theme of many of these replay loss analyses. And just to show you guys that this strategy can win, I did win a TVZ with battlecruisers. Eventually. So, he's going to be going for a rush. It doesn't work out too well for him, and with it, I win the game. Going for this Overlord Scout here. I throw down my supply depot a little bit late, I think, actually. Pretty sure this was delayed. And then he goes for this drone scout. He sees something. I attack my own barracks. And there's the Reaper. So the Reaper is going to be killing off that scouting drone. It's going to be going into his natural base. Sees not too much. He builds a couple of Zerglings. How many kills does the Reaper have? It only has 2. But I wasn't able to actually get into his main base, and that was definitely a mistake. I saw the Zerglings, but the main point of the Reaper is to scout and see what is going on. So I think I actually lose the Reaper as well, and that was another mistake. I should have checked the third base as well. Miscontrol and whatnot. This is just overall bad play for me, but I see the third base. I still don't see any drones, and again I'm going for these Hellions. He kills off all the Hellions, and I'm behind in supply again with just these Lings. But again, I'm going for Widow Mines this time to properly deal with if he has roaches and possibly even Lings. So I'm going to be spreading them out across my base, going for some Marines to deal with all the extra minerals that I'm going to be getting. And again, just going for the Widow Mines. Battlecruisers take a lot of gas, and this time I'm just going to be gathering quite a few Battlecruisers up. I built a Banshee because I had not enough gas with all these Widow Mines. And I could possibly be harassing this third base with this Banshee, but luckily for me I kept it at home. Here's some roaches. The Widow Mines are going to be doing a lot of damage, and I lift up in time. I'm not able to kill off everything that I want to though. There goes a Widow Mine. He kills a couple of Banelings for it, and there's another Battlecruiser. I need to be poking, prodding, killing off everything else. I target fire the one Baneling. I attack all the Zerglings and the roaches with whatever I have. Now he has a bad trade. So I have 5 Battlecruisers, and he just had a pretty big all-in. There's not much else he can do. So I'm just going to be producing SCVs because I'm so far behind in the worker count now. I'm down to 11 SCVs, but he has a problem. And that problem is 5 freaking Battlecruisers with some Widow Mines. So even if he produces a lot of Zerglings or Hydralisks, there's going to be Widow Mines in pretty good spots, and Battlecruisers are pretty good. So we're just going to be attacking these Spore Crawlers, and Spore Crawlers are not going to be enough. I think he actually makes Mutalisks here as well. And Mutalisks aren't going to be that great, especially since we have so many Widow Mines, and they're all going to die. Mutalisks are really not that great against Battlecruisers. So probably should have gone for Corruptors in all honesty. The Mutalisks, they're very mobile and whatnot, but they're not very good against Battlecruisers. They're very mobile though. So I guess that was his planning. Just kill off the, or pick off the Battlecruiser reinforcements, possibly. And these SCVs should be over here working, but they're not. And there we go, Battlecruisers. All you have to do is get up like 6, and then you can push out and win. So I hope you guys enjoyed these this analysis in all of these games, and this Widow Mine. I sent one to his third base to make sure that he wasn't going to get too much income over here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this cast and this commentary, and I will see you guys later.